things. On the video here, we've got one of our shortstops here. His name's Jordan Bork. What he's doing here is, this is his ready position. A couple of things I want to talk about that ready position is anything that happens with us fielding the ground ball, it's right-left. You'll notice with him getting in that ready position, he's going right-left, okay? He's very comfortable. We're not going to clone our guys on how to get into a ready position. We're just going to we want to go right-left to get our footwork situated to do that later on when we field the ground ball and throw the ball across the infield. So he's nice and comfortable, balls of his feet. I'm not a guy that says we got to show the palm of the glove towards the hitter or anything like that. I just want our guys comfortable that they can move as quickly as possible in any direction. So you notice he's coming up. What we've got here is we've got a scenario set up where we don't do this every day. We do this about once a semester just to remind our guys exactly where our body should be during that time. We've just got a bat laid out. If you look at his ready position, you know, his width of his feet are about the length of that bat. That bat's probably 33, 34 inches. And he's walking up on that right, left, nice and comfortable during that time. Also, we've got the fielding tee, if you look up a little farther. You may ask, well, why is that offset? Well, you'll see in a second when he goes to field the ground ball, he has to walk around the single bat that's standing right there, and that allows him to get around the baseball in the banana route or whatever you would actually call it in your lingo at your school. A couple of things with that. I think the banana route is key. You know, if I had a truck coming at me, a car or a truck or something like that was coming straight at me, I couldn't tell if that truck was going 70 miles an hour or 40 miles an hour. But if I saw that same car or truck that was going in a road right straight across from me, I can tell if that truck's going 80 miles an hour or going 40 miles an hour. So it allows us to get on side of the baseball, read the hops a little better, be able to field the ball, and it also sets our feet going to first base when we do that banana route. So those are some things there. If we move on to the fielding position, you'll notice Jordan here. This is where the bats really come into play right here. With the bats, you'll notice that his glove, hand, foot went in front of that bat, and the heel is against the handle of that bat right now. His throwing hand, foot, his toe is against that bat. The other bat is perpendicular with that one, and you'll notice that bat's there to make him reach out as far as he possibly can. A couple of key things with this, you'll notice that he's got a flat back when he's fielding that ground ball. His rear end's not up in the air, and he's not taking the country dump. Those are things. I know we're in Texas, so I know you guys know what we're talking about. So I'm from Texas as well, grew up and raised here. But those are things that we're looking at right there, that he's nice and reached out in front as far as possible. One of the key things with this glove, I see a lot of mistakes done by infielders on how to catch a ground ball, because what they're doing is they're fielding raindrops coming out of the sky, meaning the glove that I got here on my hand is in this situation in their fielding position. So what happens is they're not in a key situation to catch the ground ball. They're catching those raindrops falling out of the sky. What has to happen fielding that ground ball, those fingertips have to go down towards the ground is what has to happen. Watch your infielders. Watch them, and you'll see a lot of them that are fielding the ground ball. You'll see some of them got their glove turned right here. It's not easy to catch a ground ball like that, all right? Get those hands, get those fingertips down towards the ground. It doesn't matter to me if they're pinky to pinky when they're fielding the ground ball, or if they're catching like a quarterback snap. It doesn't matter really to me how they're doing that. Preferably when I played, I liked pinky to pinky. It allowed me to kind of roll over the ball and make sure I was relaxed and didn't tense up if I was taking a snap from a quarterback. That was something I know a lot of guys have been ingrained to do the quarterback snap. Doesn't really matter to me. The main thing I want to see is our fingertips down towards the ground, so when that ball hits, the ball can't juggle right up our arm. And a lot of errors happen like that. And the reason that happens is because that glove is fielding raindrops coming out of the sky. You notice the width of his feet, about the length of the bat there. He's reached out as far as he can out in front of the bill of his hat, and he's watching it. Easier to catch a ground ball, easier to catch a short hop, the further you reach out in front of the bill of your hat. If we go to the throwing position, this is kind of where it all kind of puts together. He'll go around the bat, field the ball, up, right, left, throw. Right, left, in a ready position. He's running back now. You notice in our video here, we kind of have those two sets of bats right there a little close to one another. I would spread those out a little bit. You see his feet are getting chopped up a little too quick right there. So he's right, left in his ready position, right, left, field the ball, right, left, throw the ball, okay? Now, there's also right, left in ready position, right, left, field the ball, right, left, throw the ball. You can actually have a couple of shuffles in that as well if you have a little bit of time. But we want to get our guys used to, we feel like guys can run at our level, and we want to get those guys used to right, left, field the ball, right, left, throw the ball, right, left, follow through. One of the key things is we've got to have a follow through. We can't right, left, field the ball, right, left, throw, and stop. What happens there, the balls start to sail on you. They're sinking. They're doing all kinds, cutting. Those are all happening if you do not stop, or if you do stop your momentum in that ground ball. Right, left, field the ball, right, left, throw the ball, right, left, follow the throw. Let's go on to our individual drills. We have some short hop drills that we'll kind of bring up on the video here. Individual drills that we have here. These are our short hop drills. What we do is we start out, our guys are roughly around 7 to 8 feet away from one another there. They have to throw the ball. We want to put something on that ball. I know it's key for us to if they're being best friends over there and they're just tossing the ball like that, we'll have to drop the gloves and take a couple of laps, do something to get their mindset that we're trying to bear down on something here. What we, as well, is they're not supposed to throw the ball until each guy is down in a fielding position. But no glove there, working on the short hops, throwing right there. Let's move to the next one with the glove. With the glove here, you'll notice the throwing hand is actually behind their back, all right? What this forces them to do is get their fingertips down towards the ground. The kid on the right is really good about getting his glove in the right position. Kid on the left is very, very athletic. He's got the skills to play in the big leagues at shortstop. These are both two of our shortstops for us. Both of those guys signed Division I scholarships. We've been lucky to have both those guys here. One of those guys isn't going to play this year. So it's kind of a battle, and those guys get after it one another each time. But you'll notice fingertips are down, not to throw the ball until the guy is down in his fielding position. Also, you notice the glove hand foot is in front of the throwing hand foot to make sure that they can reach out a little further than that. Let's move on to the next one, both hands. We're putting both hands together here. You will notice here that they are, with cushion. You'll notice, it's loading up here. With cushion here, they're really cushioning them into them. If you notice on the previous video with the glove on, they were alternating back and forth. They were cushioning on one and they were pushing through on the other. There's different hops. Short hops we'd like to cushion. In between hops we want to go get and push through that ball. And so that's what we're trying to teach our guys to do there. And so with the cushion, you notice they're really focusing on cushioning to the center of their body or the belt of their buckle in the midsection of their body. Both hands here. Both hands here, you'll notice they're both hands doing those things, cushioning into the middle part of their body there as well. This is something that we'll go through our short hop drills, and it'll take us 5 to 7 minutes to get through all of them. And then we do these on a daily basis each day. Backhand drill. Look at the backhand. You'll notice on the backhand, they will not turn until the ball is thrown. Key component of catching the backhand is I see guys all the time that like to backhand the ball, and they get there and set up to actually do it. What happens when you set up too early to catch the backhand, you tense up. You tense up during that time, and it's not a fluid, rhythmic type of motion that takes place. So you'll notice these guys have a little rhythm catching that ground ball. Also, it's just a turn because they're both right-handed. Once they catch that ball, they will push off of their right foot to make that throw, and there will not be a step in that. So they're catching that ground ball, and they're coming up, and they're stay low. That's one of the key things in the backhand. And when you make the throw from the backhand, you've got to stay in your legs to make that throw across the infield. All right, in between hops, the next one. This is where we're pushing through. You'll notice the kid on the right's a lot better at pushing through the ball than the kid on the left. And this is when you'd get an in-between hop. In-between hop, we've got to push through that. If you try to cushion with that in-between hop like a short hop, it's going to eat you up. It's going to eat you up and go off your chest, off your chin. So we've got to push through that ball and go get that ball. on the in-between hop here. Okay, 2-ball drills. 2-ball drill, if you'll notice here, a little closer. These kids are probably 3 feet away from one another. Each one of them has a ball. Each of these guys is catching the ball with their glove hand, all right? They're moving each other around, right? Right here, they're being pretty nice to one another because they're doing that. And we'll go a time period where we'll see how long we can do this for. I'll say, go. See how long you can do it. So they'll sit there and they can do that for a long time. Then there'll become a point in time where a competition takes place where we have all the infielders out there. And if you win, you stay in. If you lose, you're out and you're going to do some push-ups during that time. They're being really nice with one another right there. Most of the time, we've got a ball, one ball's way down here, the next one's way over here, one's up here, and they're trying to make each other miss when they're in that competition. You'll notice they're in their legs. It's a workout for their legs. They start burning pretty quick doing this 2-ball drill. Okay? The same time 2-ball drill. This here, there's 2 balls, and each kid has 2 balls, 1 ball on each hand, and they're throwing them both with one hand at the guy. You'll notice here in a second, one will go high, one will go low. They'll change speeds on one another. One will be quick, one will be slow. Right there, he went high, went low, and all these 2-ball drills help with their hand-eye coordination and what they're trying to do during that time. Also here, they're kind of being nice to one another. They'll get in a situation where they'll crisscross them, and they get pretty good at these 2-ball drills with their hand-eye coordination. The crisscross, I have a video of that, but it actually is not them crisscrossing. It's just them doing the same thing right there. So let's move on to the next video. These are our 4-corner drills. The flip drill. I picked this drill up from Billy and Cal Ripken several years ago. Billy and Cal did it up on stage, brought a couple of guys up here.